I also want to talk about Woody Harrelson.
Oh, love
So
him.
Woody Harrelson was on SNL over the weekend, and he was the host. It was the 5th time. Did not get his jacket, which is really weird.
Why?
He had this whole monologue waiting for people to bring his jacket out. No one brought his jacket out. But Woody came out, and there's a little controversy about this, everybody. There's a little controversy because Woody, as a lot of people may know, is very right-wing at time, very left at time. Well, he's very against the vaccine mandate, very against it. So he had in his speech, he talked about the vaccine mandate without actually saying it. So he said, the biggest drug cartels in the world get together and buy up all the media and all the politicians and force all the people in the world to stay locked in their homes. And people can only come out if they take the cartel's drugs and keep taking them over and over. I threw the script away. So he said this is a script he got. He goes, I got a script about this job. I spoke to Blunt and I thought about it and said no. I threw the script away, and who is going to believe that crazy idea? Being forced to do drugs, I do that voluntarily all day long. So Woody had a whole thing about it. And, a lot of people are like, and when I first watched it, I was like, I just thought he was making fun about a script. But then, like, his monologue was a little bit weird as it was. I thought he was maybe half-baked for it. He probably was. But everyone was saying on the inside that, like, people like Elon Musk was saying, good job, man, great, like applauding him. A bunch of anti-vax people were like really into it too. And then there's people being like, it's a funny joke. So there's some controversy about this. Of course, Woody, I think, is hilarious. I don't know if it's the right place for this. There were some fun jokes in this too. He was talking about how he got all of his weed in New York through his manager. His manager actually drove it across the country. He's like, there's my manager. And he points at his manager, and his manager's like, oh, fuck my life. You can tell he's like putting his head down and stuff, and he's trying to hide. So you can tell he's a funny guy. He's just cracking jokes, which is what comedians do. So here's that fine line I talk about. Like, so Chris, is this a comedian thing? Like, this is fine. Let them crack jokes about things. Let them have fun. Or is this something where it's kind of he's trying to incite anti-vax people? How do you feel about this? What do you think?
I think he was just trying to have fun. I really do. And he looked like a dumbass. He looked like a redneck dumbass.
Well, that's Woody.
Yeah. And some of the things he said were, I was like,
Yeah, but also there was some funny shit there. Though there was some funny shit where he's talking about lighting the joint at the park, and in the middle of COVID and stuff. He says, I'm just lighting it up, and I don't care. How he said he gave up smoking until he met Woody Harrelson. Woody, he's Woody. He met somebody. He goes, he met somebody. I think it was like somebody else, and made him smoke again. I don't know, but there was some fun stuff in there.
It was fun. I can remember it.
Sabrina, did you see this? And what do you think about that? Do you think this is like a fine line, or let a comedian be a comedian?
I mean, I guess it's all open to interpretation, and honestly, I think it's up to every person how much they want to get vaccinated. Like, we all got vaccinated, we all got boosted. Like, do you want to get boosted 74 more times? Like, that's up to you. So maybe that was like his take on that, and I guess it's also Woody Harrelson. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm not upset about it, and I'm also not super for it. Yeah. Like, it just existed in my mind.
Yeah, that's kind of honestly, like you say that too, and that's kind of how I saw it too. Everyone's like an uproar because people are so sensitive these days. And to me, I was like, I saw it, and I watched the whole thing, and I laughed. I'm like, where's the controversy? And then I saw people diving into it, and I'm like, are you over analyzing this? Like, maybe he is doing a little jab at it, but like, that's what comedians do, and he's having fun time, and he's hilarious, I think, most of the time too. If you watch most of his sketches, they're great in the show.
He's a comedian though, like, he doesn't do stand up.
No, but he's still like, I mean, he's Woody. Honestly, do you think Woody's never like really that serious? Sometimes.
I mean, I don't know. He's played a lot of very serious characters.
I was gonna. Sorry to interrupt you.
No,
get in there, Chris. Sorry. As always.
No, I'm sorry. I was gonna ask. He's not really a comedian.
Right. No.
So do you think this is a fine line then, Chris, that he shouldn't be saying this?
He should keep asking where his 5 jackets are.
Oh,
That's what I say, too.
I do want to know where his jacket is. That's kind of rude.
Well,
Very rude. Yeah, very rude.
Where's his
But, you know,
nighttime jacket?
it's up to everybody out there. I think, honestly, it's Woody. He's being Woody. People, I think, are overlooking this and maybe just trying to get out of it something that's maybe not there.
yeah.
Maybe.
He didn't look a little, he didn't give a fuck.